So good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay. My name is Carla Compton, and I'm your MLA for Tuxedo. Before we begin, I'd like to honor the sacredness and importance of this land and of the ancestors that once walked where we are standing today. The Anishinaabe, the Inanawak, the Dene, the Dakota, the Inuit, and the Anishinaabe nations, and the Red River Métis Nation, who have paved the way to what we now know as Manitoba, home to all treaty people. And I want to thank all the MLAs who are here with us today. Today's announcement is all about making sure Manitoba is an affordable province for all. And to start us off, please welcome the Premier of Manitoba, the Honourable Wab Kinew.
Today we're announcing that in Manitoba we're going to take all the provincial taxes off of food and drinks from the grocery store. Everyone's been so hit by the rising costs of groceries and the cost of living generally, and this is one way that we can take action as your government to help you out with the cost of living, while also making sure that the farmers and the other people who work to get food to our plates are still getting what they need to make a living too. And so if you're that parent who's been rushing from work to go pick the kids up at childcare, they're in the back seat saying, "I'm hungry," you got to get them to hockey, you got to get them to piano. Well, now when you stop in to get a rotisserie chicken and a Greek salad and a case of drinks, there's going to be no tax on that. And that's a big help for families. And for the people who are socializing, young people, seniors, try picture somebody like me getting ready for the potluck. It's pretty messy. I might just come here and grab a veggie platter, a fruit platter, and a rotisserie chicken. And guess what? Now there's no tax on any of those things too, once the budget passes for July 1. We know that the cost of living is something that touches everybody. We're making big investments in healthcare. We're making investments in our schools, but we got to help the average family, the average senior, the average young person in Manitoba keep their head above water too. We need to help people make their ends meet. And when we're talking about essentials, there's pretty much nothing more essential than food and drink. So we're very happy to be saying that the provincial sales tax are coming off and a new era of affordability is coming on. Miigwech, merci, thank you very much.
So thank you, Premier, for those remarks. And that now concludes the formal portion of today's event. So we will now open the floor to questions from the media, and thank you everyone for being here today.
There's concerns expressed by the restaurant association that you're giving a tax rate here, but not very similar takeout food to a restaurant that might be towards that. Did the government consider expanding the restaurant takeout food and
The budget that we brought in is about fairness. And what we mean by fairness is giving help to the people who need help the most, including your family. And when we're talking about folks coming to the grocery store, this is something that everybody relies on. Every single person in our community has to go to the store. Whether you're well off, whether you're lower income, whether you're the big chunk of Manitobans who fall into the middle class, we all have to go to the store. And so saving money for your family on all food and drinks from the grocery store, that's a way to help everybody. We love the restaurant industry. They do great work. A lot of low-income Manitobans can't go out to eat, but they're still going to go to the store. And so by taking the sales tax, the provincial tax, off of everything in the grocery store as far as food and drinks, That's a way that we can make sure that we're helping with the cost of living and we're helping with fairness.
And Dr. Manitoba, some other groups expressed concerns that by taking the tax off the main food and this tax because it's processed, less healthy, less basic groceries, this might be encouraging unhealthy eating habits, exacerbating the difference between the price of healthy foods and junk food. So how do you respond to that?
So first of all, eat healthy food, listen to your doctor. Don't listen to me when it comes to health stuff first. But what I would tell you, we're taking the tax off of rotisserie chicken. We're taking the tax off of a Greek salad that you order at the deli counter. You order those things, you'll be healthy. Non-sugar carbonated beverages, we're taking the tax off of those. A can of bubbly, no more tax. That's healthy food. So we're here to help everyone with the cost of living. I encourage people to eat healthy food, absolutely. And people are going to make their choices. But for us as a government, we're just going to help you with the cost of living.
Speaking of salads, soda also
We're trying to help everyone. Every single food and drink that you buy at the grocery store, we're taking the tax off. It's making life more affordable.
Do you have concerns?
I'm always concerned about people's health. Health is our number one priority. I want to see Manitobans, I want to see you eat nothing but high protein and no sugar. Ever. No matter what. But this is also reality, and I'm a realistic person, so we're taking the tax off of all food and drinks from grocery stores, because this is the real world, and we're just helping people as you are, as you live. I encourage everyone to be healthy, for sure, I do. But we also have to just keep people, have your heads above water, right? And that's the challenge for a lot of families right now. So let's help you make sure that you can make ends meet each and every month. And along the way, we're going to encourage people to have healthy diets too.
For the Premier Finance Minister, we followed up with Mayor Dillingham this morning about the budget. He was mentioning not to provide those what money in there for the wastewater treatment plant. Are we seeing anything coming forward?
There's billions of dollars in the budget for the waste treatment plant. I love Scott. I love the people that he works with, but we can spend time with you circling the exact numbers in the budget that are going to the North End Water Pollution Control Center. We're going to be there, for sure. Don't worry about the city. But most of all, we're there for you. We're going to help you with the cost of living. We're going to help you at the grocery store. No more tax on food and drinks when you come shop at a place like Co-op. Yes. Well, we want to encourage people when they're at the grocery store to save money, right? And so this is just the way the tax people in the finance department draw up the regulations. The point is, when you go to the grocery store, no more food and drink subject to provincial tax.
What about the people that can't get it? People can't get it.
Yeah, we're going to help make sure that your kids can get on the bus for free with free transit in this budget. We're going to make sure that there's adult literacy and free childcare for Manitobans who are looking to join the workforce. And when you make it to the grocery store, which everybody does eventually, there's going to be no tax on any food or drink. So we're helping you out with the cost of living. Well, a very wise man once asked me, why not focus on healthy food with this initiative? Very wise man. And so I said, thank you, wise one. We want the grocery shopping to have no provincial sales tax on it. So, yeah, I think it's great. Come here, buy a rotisserie chicken, buy the Greek salad, buy a case of bubbly, go buy all the green leafy produce that your doctor wants you to eat, and save some money while you're at it. That's what we're trying to do here. And so, again, you guys all have an important job to do. These are all important public policy questions, but at the end of the day, people are starving to save money at the grocery store. Everybody's fed up with having to see the cost of living go up and up and up. You ask the experts, you ask the average everyday Manitoban, this is a real way to help money. We're helping you out by taking the tax off of food and drinks at grocery stores. Le but de cette politique est de rendre une vie plus abordable aux Manitobains et Manitobaines. Alors, enlever les impôts provinciaux ici, au magasin, c'est la meilleure façon d'aider votre famille.
Do you consider technical look on your skills study of that?
So we are looking at taking action on the price of milk in 2-liter and 4-liter containers. This comes after we already froze the price of milk that's sold by the 1-liter container. And the big thing for us, by the way, does milk taste the best when it's in a 1-liter glass container? I don't know how relatable that is, but I'll put it out there. We froze the price of milk in 1 liter. We're looking at 2-liter and 4-liter. Along the way, we've been trying to figure out, you know, whenever you talk to anyone about food prices, they tell you, well, there's these big market forces. You got to look at what the farmer is getting paid. You have to look at transportation and the supply chain. So we've been looking at all these different impacts. When it comes to the price of milk, we're trying to ensure that dairy farmers are still getting what they need to keep their head above water. Well, we help your family keep your head above water. So we were able to do the 1 liter quickly. We're still working on the 2-liter, 4-liter. By taking the bite out of the provincial sales tax at grocery stores, that's a way to help you with the cost of living that's not going to impact the farmer or other people in the supply chain. So we figure it's good action for us to take.
Services and Restaurant Association is hoping to convince you before July 1st to extend the exemption to restaurants. Is there any chance of that happening, or is it like
I want to get the budget measures passed. I want the budget implementation bill passed prior to the House rising in June so that Manitobans will save money on July 1. That is the most important priority right now. I'm trying to save you money when you go to the grocery store by taking tax off of all food and drinks. Let's make sure that the opposition passes not just the budget, but the budget implementation bill prior to the House rising in June. I'm throwing every Manitoban who's been worried about the cost of living a bit of help here. This is one tangible thing that the government can do. And by the way, what has every other government in Canada said about grocery prices? There's nothing we can do, there's nothing we could do. Well, guess what? Little old Manitoba found something we could do. We could take the sales tax off of food and drinks at the grocery store to help you out. Government can't do everything. We can't do everything overnight in particular, but we can help a little bit. And this is one way that we're going to help you and your family, and we're going to keep trying to do more. Well, I think everyone's learned about shrinkflation. Like, does a bag of chips feel like a bag of chips felt like I know you guys are going to go after me because I'm talking about chips, and we can't acknowledge the existence of eating chips in our society anymore. But like, does a bag of chips feel the same as it did when you were a kid? No, right? Even Pringles, they made the whole container to protect the chips inside, and you open it up now and you're like, where are the chips? The point is, everybody feels like we're getting ripped off. Everybody feels like we're getting charged more, we're getting less. Everybody feels like, the hand is in your pocket, and what are you actually getting for you and your family? So we're taking the sales tax off of food and drink at the grocery store. We're freezing the price of milk in Manitoba. We're making sure that there's no predatory pricing so that these big tech firms, when you order online, they can't charge you a different price for the same apple as they'll charge someone else based on your private data. And we're looking at shrinkflation too. So the idea that they would have to make sure that you're getting good value on the quantity that you're paying. So there'll be more to come on that, I guess is what I should say. Yeah. This might be one of the most exciting things in the budget, along with no sales tax on groceries, is we're going to make transit free for people 18 and under in Winnipeg, in Thompson, in Brandon, in Selkirk. All the cities that have municipal transit service, we're gonna make it free for children and youth. We're still working out the details with the municipal partners, but what's happened so far is they told us what the cost has been. We've put the dollar value in the budget. Now we're going to have to work out the implementation deals. If I had my way and I could wave the magic wand, I would just say you could just get on the bus for free. But I'm sure there's going to be an argument about, well, it shouldn't be up to the bus driver to guess when someone's 17 versus 18 versus 21. So you do need a piece of ID and a bus pass. So I'll grant you that, and that's why we got to spend a bit of time with our municipal partners to get those details sorted out. But what we did in the budget is say that we got the fund to cover the transit fares for people who are youth and children in Manitoba, and we love this idea so much because it helps families with affordability. Just think, if you're buying your child a bus pass, how much you're paying for that. It helps with the environment. People were saying, got to have some environment stuff in the budget. Well, this is it. Mass public transit and creating habits for a healthier environment for a generation of Manitobans. That's going to help have a safe, clean, healthy environment. And of course, it's just something that is going to help ensure that Winnipeg Transit gets some support too, which is an important public service as well. Well, the money's in the budget right now. We could do it as soon as possible. It really is just subject to the implementation details. Yeah. I would love it done tomorrow. Well, okay. What's reasonable is we need the opposition to pass the budget and the budget implementation bill, first of all, at the provincial level. They have to do that by June. Otherwise, you're not going to get the break at the grocery store, and young people aren't going to get the help with the transit. So at the provincial level, that's the stuff that we got to do. And then, of course, we have a bunch of behind-the-scenes things to do with the municipal partners on transit.
When will the budget implementation bill be introduced? Because that's the first step.
The first step was announcing our amazing plan to take the sales tax off of food and drinks from the grocery store. The next step was hearing probably the best budget speech in the history of Manitoba, delivered yesterday. Third was answering all the tough questions from journalists. And then, of course, we got the budget papers, we got the budget debate. The budget implementation bill will come after the budget debate, so we need to see the opposition pass those things.
One more question, Premier. I spoke to the head of the union representing forest firefighters today. Very happy with the 19 additional recruits. In terms of recruitment and retention, though, that's something
Minister Bushy advocated for this. I can tell you that the review into last summer's wildfire season has recommendations, interim recommendations about staffing and about equipment, so we want to make sure that those resources are there. Last year, the wildfire season started in May, if folks remember that, right? So we only have a few months to get ready, potentially. Hopefully there is no wildfire season anything like last year's. So we got the money to hire up more. Some wildfire fighters have already been hired. I spoke to a young woman actually who's just finished fire college, and she's going to join the front lines fighting wildfires in Manitoba. The other thing is, of course, we'll be there for other provinces and territories if they put out the call for help this wildfire season, because they were such a great help for us last year. So we want to repay the favor. And then we just want to make sure that people get a decent wage, they have the equipment to be able to do the job right, and that we're looking after their health and safety so that they come home safe at the end of their time fighting wildfires. So I think if we work on all those things together, we got a lot of great young Manitobans who are stepping up to make a career in firefighting, and we'll be able to promote them and have a career here in Manitoba. Okay, merci beaucoup tout le monde. Thank you.